So somebody else is the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be in life. You want to be over there, but you're over here. If only they had did what they were supposed to do, right? Wrong. It's all on you. Let's talk about it.
Oh, it's good. Good and terrible.
I love Brotha T.
How you doing? This is Terry Guy Wilson, aka your boy Brotha T, here with another one. So I like to thank you and welcome to the New Life Tree, where we like to give you little pine cones of wisdom for your motivation and mental health. If you don't know what that is, stick around, stay on the channel. You'll get it. Remember, I don't know everything, but I might know a lot of things. So today we're going to tell you that you are the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be. Or maybe you're where you're supposed to be, and it's because of you. Either way, I don't care how you put it. Just remember, don't wait around for somebody to hand you victory. I want you to go seize it. Go take it. Look at life, or at least part of your life, kind of the way Kobe looked at the NBA. Kind of the way Michael Jordan looked at it. Even though there were guys in the league just as athletic as both of them when they were in the league, maybe not Jordan as much, but there were guys just as athletic as Kobe when he was in the league. But what set them apart? Why did they have multiple championships? Why are they legends in the game? Even though those guys that were just as athletic, some of them aren't. Well, some of them are legends, but not at that level. We don't look at them as the best ever, right? What separated them? Work ethic. The fact that they didn't have to wait for their teammates to do what they're supposed to do. They took it upon themselves to be almost obsessed. Well, I said almost. There's no almost. They were obsessed with the game. They did what they had to do. Kobe used to wake up at, I think, 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning, even in the off season, to make sure he got better at the game. And I found out later, after he passed away, he would call Michael Jordan after every game, or not after every game, but constantly during the season, picking up more pointers, picking up this and that. Come on. Who else do you think was doing that, right? I want you to look at that the same way when you're going about what you're trying to do in life. If you're trying to start a business, go at it with the same vigor. Make sure that you know where you're going. Make sure you don't put, all of the keys. Don't hand the keys over to somebody else when you're doing what you're supposed to do. In other words, if you have the power to start your own business or go about, starting up a business, don't wait for somebody to partner with if you don't have to, right? That's what I'm saying. And don't use that as an excuse. Well, they didn't do what they were supposed to do, so I never started it. I want you to go out, make that leap, right? You don't have to quit your job, but start doing it on the side. Start looking into it. Be serious about it. Stop putting it off for tomorrow. And remember, if you do it and you don't succeed, or if you don't succeed the way you want to succeed, and it is because of you still. But it doesn't have to be a situation where you're a total failure. You do know that you can fail and not be a failure, right? If you fail, let's say, for instance, Michael Jordan is looked at as the best player that ever lived by a lot of people. A lot of people. There's only going to be 2 or 3 in the conversation, period. You're going to have Kareem, some people, and a couple more people. Some people are going to say, some people are going to say LeBron. You're going to get a few people. But the overall consensus is going to be Jordan most of the time. That means I want you to be relentless in your work ethic. Don't let anything stop you from putting in the work in order to get to where you want to be. I brought up the example of Michael Jordan. He didn't win championships every single year he was in the league. You understand? So that meant that he failed those years. Those years were years where they failed on their mission. But guess what? He wasn't a failure because he's still looked at as the best player that ever played the game by a lot of people. I'm leaning towards LeBron. He needs to win another one. Win one more, LeBron. I'll put you up there. All right. But still Jordan at this point. So I want you to understand that if it doesn't go your way, take the lessons you can take out of it to become better at that thing and better overall. Now, it's not always going to be easy, and there's going to be days where you just don't feel like doing it, right? There's going to be days where you do it and it's just not going to go right. Then it's going to be days where you're going to say, what was I thinking? Am I insane? But trust me, if you hang on in there and you go and you progress, you get better at it little by little, even if it doesn't go your way at first, if you stay with it and you stay the course and you keep hacking away at it, eventually that tree is going to fall. I almost guarantee it. I can't totally guarantee you're going to get the results that you want all the time, but I can guarantee that something's going to happen if you keep going towards that goal. If you attack it ferociously and you attack it relentlessly and you don't give up and you don't play around and you take it serious. Understand? That's almost the most important part. Take it serious and don't be afraid to take a leap of faith here and there. Once again, you don't have to quit your job yet until it gets to a certain point, but go out there and don't be afraid to make a leap. Let me tell you something. This is your man, Brotha T, and I'm shooting a movie right now, a documentary movie. I want to tell you more about it pretty soon when I get further down the road. Do you understand that's not an easy thing to do? It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. Actually, doing YouTube is pretty hard too. People just don't realize it until they do it. So I dare you to try it and do it on a real level. I can tell you right now, I'm shooting a movie at this moment in time, and I can say with all confidence that it is the hardest thing I've ever done. Not one of, it is the hardest thing I've ever done. Spike Lee said something one time. He said that making a bad movie is hard. Okay. It's not going to be bad, by the way. But yeah, he is correct because there's so many things that go into it, so many components. If one thing goes wrong, the whole thing is in shambles. It's crazy. It's crazy. But why do I bring this up? I bring this up to say that you have to have a little bit of insanity going on in your brain to sit down and independently shoot a movie. It's not for a normal individual, okay? Because there's so many components and it's so hard, and it's hard to do it on a shoestring budget. It's almost next to nothing budget. Not the only, but the biggest advantage I do have is that I have a lot of technical expertise when it comes to shooting with cameras and things like that. So that leads to me not having to hire a lot of people to do a lot of those things. That gives me an edge. And another edge is that I have somebody to help me do it. So, and I'm teaching them some of the technical aspects. So that gives me an edge somewhat. However, it's still the hardest thing I've ever done. But am I complaining about it? No. I keep going step by step. You chip away at it. I'm bringing you that example just to tell you that Brotha T practices what he preaches. I'm not just out here telling you to do it and then I'm sitting back and waiting for you to do it. I want you to look at me do it, and then I want you to take it upon yourself to say, hey, I can do it. If this guy can do it, if this lame can do it, I can do it. This is your man, Terry Wilson. Stay motivated out there. It's not on them to do it. It's on who? That's right. It's on you. So I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.